Okay, guys, so we are trying to create the Mims core statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st December 20x5. So please bear with me as I try to construct this statement. Here I made the wrong, I wrote the wrong spelling for December. Okay, examiners don't want those silly mistakes. So some of the figures, just copy them as they are. Cost of sales. All right, now for the cost of sales, we need to ensure that we are comfortable with the examiners. All right, so you just have to input the figures as we know this one should be a negative figure. Okay, you can start with the negative, it's fine. Then what you do is, because there is an adjustment, all right, there is an adjustment that is to be done. We first take the figure as given in the trial balance, 11,600. Okay, and then we have to subtract the 700, which was working number one, if you still remember, of the overstatement of inventory in the prior year period. So here we are crediting, excuse me, we are crediting the statement of profit or loss. So we proceed with our computations. So that's 700. Press enter. So our figure has become 10,900. Okay, and we can then do the the formatting. Okay, we do the formatting, we underline, and we get our gross profit. Okay, and gross profit is the summation, so equal sign sum. It's the summation of this, and we get our 13,400. Okay, then we are led. The next thing that follows is the admin expenses and so forth. Other things, administrative expenses. Okay, if we come to the information, we are given the administrative expenses as 10,900. Okay, so we come here and say equal sign negative and bracket. We know the expenses should be negative, right? So 11,000, we're given 10,900. Okay, 10,000 what? 900. But there has been some adjustments which we need to factor into. Okay, so we can start from up to bottom or from bottom up. All right, you need to remember, because some of them are very critical. All right, so you must have a sharp memory. All right, so we start with note number 7 here. The note number 7 talks of the dividend paid. Okay, initially they were written in the admin, they were treated as admin expenses when that one was wrong. So we need to remove them from the admin expenses. So what do we do? Do we add to the admin expenses, or we need to subtract them? The idea is we need to subtract them, isn't it? So minus 3,000. Okay, and then if we say minus 3,000, we then, because the examiners are going to see your journals, so they are not going to worry and say, where did you get the 3,000 and so forth. They're going to be seen on your Excel sheet. Okay, the examiners are going to be live for that fact. They are going to be alive to that fact. All right, so we move on to the next working, which had some admin, the amortization. Okay, admin amortization. There was no amortization for this new brand which was bought from the competitors, and we were told by Note 5 that all admin and depreciations are going to be treated as admin expenses. So we are going to add that $100 for the admin. So plus 100, we are adding to the admin expenses. Okay. The good thing about spreadsheets, the moment you put equal sign, even if you ignore that, it will know that you are going to come back. So it is not going to eradicate, to erase whatever you have been doing until you give it an instruction. So it is on standby as you are looking for other things. So in the exam, do not panic and say, oh, when I move from screen to screen, some things are going to be bad with me. No, they are not going to be bad with you. You are a child of God. All right. What else? Intangibles there. Do we have anything to do with admin or owing to the intangible movement? Intangible movement. Do we have anything? Okay, let's skip the intangibles. They're not talking anything about what they did. Correction. Intangible promotion expense. Yes, the promotion expenses. Obvious promotion expenses are not distribution expenses, but by nature they are admin expenses, isn't it? So we need to add them to the admin. Good. I like that. So we need to add the 1.3 for the promotion expense. Promotion expense there. I think we are in the right direction. Okay, step by step. What else? Fair value adjustment. The fair value adjustment for the investment property. That one is an investment income. Let's ignore it. There is the depreciation that was charged initially on the acquisition of the investment property. There was a depreciation charge which was done of $1,000, but this was wrong because we were using the fair value method. So that depreciation has to be recovered, has to be reversed. Okay, so we need to credit the admin expense. So by crediting, we are reducing the admin expense by how much? By 1,000. So minus 1,000. We are moving, isn't it? We are moving. In the examination, it should be on fire. And then number of issues, shares issued, blah, blah. This one doesn't have anything to do with our administration expenses. Okay, income tax, that one was going to be done in the income tax. Let's go to the provision. Now the provision, we did the provision. We indicated that part of the provision should be an increase in the provision should be accounted for as an expense, but which type of expense? Obviously, we can just slot it in the administrative expenses. Okay, administrative expenses. That is an addition of 1.4. Okay, do we still have any other admin expenses applicable? Okay, there was inventory. What? The inventory, we have already treated it in the cost of sales there. So I think for now we can safely close. If we find any more information, we are going to include it. That's the beauty of Excel. So we press enter. Good. We are having 9.7 as our current administrative expenses. Okay, if we go back to the trial balance of the question, we will be led on what to follow. Yes, there is the distribution cost. The distribution costs, these ones were not adjusted. distribution. They were not subject to any adjustments. Distribution costs, these ones just have to say equal sign negative. How much? 7,300, because we want them to be negative as costs. Okay, what's going on here? My distribution costs are not good. Now, what else do we need? Okay, distribution costs. What else? What else? What else? Do we have other income? Yeah, we've got investment income. Investment income. Investment income. The investment income, originally we had the investment income. Where are they? These ones. Initially we had 500, okay, but there was a fair value uplift of, in investment properties from 20 million to 22 million. I'm sure you still remember that. So we're going to come here and say equal sign. Originally there was 500, okay, plus the 2000, which was the fair value uplift. We get a positive that much. And then we go on to what else there from the, yes, finance costs. All right, these ones, were they adjusted for from the question? Did we talk of anything? There was no list, whatever, no nothing. So the finance costs are going to be as they are. So that one is just a bonus mark. Bonus marker, but remember they are supposed to be negative equal sign 1,400. Their costs, they should be negative. All right, so I think everything has been exhausted. I don't want to see somebody just writing suspense account from Norway in the statement of profit or loss. Hey, we don't do that. So we're going to say to sum up and say profit before tax. The profit before tax. Okay, before we do that, we can do some little bit of formatting. Good, and underlining makes your work good to the examiners. So we're going to sum up everything from the gross profit, okay, up to the finance costs, and we get a negative 2.5. Okay, doesn't matter. Then we do our income tax or corporation tax. Okay, the income tax. That's where the problem is. Okay. Okay, so the income tax charge, being a charge, we just follow the sum principle, equal sign negative. Okay, negative. We are going to start with the under provision to be expensed this year 1/4. Okay, and we need to add the increase in deferred tax. Okay, if we come to the note, this was note 3, okay, where we talked of the increase in deferred tax, and this was 0.5. This one, okay, 0.5, that's 500, isn't it? 500, okay, and we then have to talk of the deferred tax asset. We were told that there is going to be some refund expected, so obviously there is going to be a credit on the corporation tax of 1.2 million. which means this one is like is there to reduce, okay? It is there to reduce our corporation tax, right? So that's minus 1,200. And if you punch, we can see that this the this tax refund has changed the direction of our income tax from an ordinary charge to a tax refund. Okay, it has resulted into a tax refund. So, what is the profit for the year? Profit for the year. The profit for the year. Some little, yes. I'm sorry. Some okay. Some some little bit of formatting. But it's refusing to allow me to do all the formattings. Anyway, so I'm using the current formats that are there. All right, so if we do a summation here again, we're going to get negative 1940. All right, and I've told the examiners that all my figures, Mr. Examiner, all my figures are in thousands. They are in dollar thousands. Okay, good. We are done with the statement of profit or loss. Let's now do the statement of changes in equity. So you come here and say B, changes in equity. Okay, the changes in equity statement of changes in equity for the year ended 31 December 2020 20x5. Okay, in the examination there won't be that time to write all this. You will be under pressure, but the examiner will be very, very good. I'm grateful and will respect such a student who has done some little bit of formatting. It shows that your time management was essential. But when you do the formatting part, leaving other questions unanswered or showing signs that we're running out of time, then he's going to be annoyed again. So you need to balance between formatting and time management. Yes, just have to have some balance. Okay. All right. Let me remove this other screen Bennett there that is showing some test results of my students. I don't like that. I don't like that. All these, I don't like that. Okay. Sorry. Let me remove them. Okay, so the statement of changes in equity, ladies and gentlemen, is a statement that is very simple. All right, you need to give it some headings. All right, so we can have the first heading we can have here is the share capital. Share capital. From the share capital, we have got the share premium. Okay, if there are other reserves, you can put those reserves, but the only reserve we have heard of so far is the retained earnings. Okay, let me do some little bit of formatting. such that my work is not going to be, yeah, or something like that. That's what I want to do. And thanks to Excel for listening to me. Okay, we've done that. Come here and then finish our work. All right, we can as well do the the formatting in terms of such that oh, Excel is increasing again. Okay, good. So we've done all that. We then have to start with our opening balances, or the balances. Or balance as at 1 January 20x5. The balance, obviously it was 60,000 for the share capital, but for the share premium we had 0, and for the retained earnings, so for the retained earnings, ladies and gentlemen, we are simply using this information. So at the start of January, the retained earnings were showing that figure, 43,200, 43,200, but there was an adjustment. So prior year adjustment, the prior year adjustment affected only the retained earnings. Okay, and remember, we adjusted by reducing the retained earnings. Okay, so there is nothing there. There's nothing. All right. So when we do that, we underline everything, some little bit of formatting, and we get the restated balances. Restated balances, okay, we simply sum up, equal sum, press enter, and then drag everything. Good. We are good to go. Now, once we have done that, ladies and gentlemen, we then have to ask ourselves what is going to be the next figure. All these will be led by the computations which we have already done. Okay, for example, like the profit for the year. This is why I said, if you have done your computations wrong, you're not going to be punished twice. So here, for the profit for the year, it goes straight to the retained earnings, and you just take it as it is. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. You just have to think, what really happened? There was some, dividend paid. Sorry, there's a phone call. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hey, Debbie, Olin, how are you? Okay, I'm sorry for the call, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for the call. Let me proceed. So, dividend paid. The dividend paid is something that is affecting the retained earnings. So, being an outflow, we're also going to put it in negative, and the dividend paid we determined it to be how much? I think it was 3,000, isn't it? The dividend paid, it was a last note, yes, 3,000. Okay, so that was an outflow of 3,000. Okay, press enter. Good. Then the other thing that affects the okay, I want this line to just cut across. So let me again increase it better so that it looks nice. Okay, you can format the first balances, make them bold. Okay, the restated balances again, you can make them bold just to look nice, isn't it? Better. Okay, so there was also uh, issues of shares. Issues of shares. So you can see that we only put, information related to equity. Okay, related to equity and reserves in the statement of changes in equity. Okay, so here for the share capital, we only put the nominal share issue, the nominal value of the shares which were issued, which was 15,000, and here we put the remainder, which was I think 37,000. Let me check how much from our computations, ladies and gentlemen. I think note number 4, which talks of the rights issue. Yes. So this one, we have erased some of the information, but I think yes, 37,500. That's the balance we want. 37,500. Please replay that part of the video. So now we then get our balances as at 31st December 20x5. These ones could be boldened as well. Okay, and okay, so I am forced now to remove my line because of lack of consistency. So this line of mine should be removed, and I do not know. Oh man, it's refusing to allow me. So let me try to do it full screen and see if I can do it. Good. So here I can as well do this type of formatting, which will give me top and double bottom border, which might make it look nice. Anyway, that one is not going to give us any marks, so I don't encourage it to you guys, but I hope some people would also benefit in such Excel skills. All right, so here we're going to sum up and get that figure, and we then drag it across to get all the balances we need. Good. And then I think we can quickly do the last part of the question, that was part. So you can see that just knowing the standard structure of the, the statement of changes in equity, you're awarding yourself 5 marks. I mean, the chance to gain 5 marks, and then just to come up with the statement of cash flows, profit or loss, you are entitled to 12 marks. But remember, the 12 marks are not going to come from this statement of profit or loss alone, but also with the workings. If you don't put your workings, you're not going to get any mark. Okay, you're not going to get as much marks as possible. So let's now do extract of statement of cash flows. Okay, so we are starting with the cash flows from investing activities. So this is C part 1, cash flows from investing activities. Okay, you can as well do some formatting, but like I said, this is not examination where you are going to show or exhibit your Excel skills. No, this is just an examination to show your understanding of accounting theory. Okay, so what we can do is let us look for investing activities which have taken place in this. So obviously, all the purchases which we have done are likely to be of useful here, because the purchase, I still remember the purchase of a competitor brand, purchase of brands. There was a purchase of brand. They purchased a brand from a competitor, so that's something. Purchase of brands. When was that? I think this is not number. Please allow me to do some cleanup, because some of the things are now messy. Okay, we no longer see properly what's going on, but it's very simple to see. Okay, there was 2 million to acquire brand from its competitor. Yes, so there is 2 million to acquire the brand. So obviously, okay, I'm no longer deleting anything. I'm now able to see. So that's 2000. Okay, and then we also have a note where investment property was acquired. Investment property, yes, note number 5. All right, so purchase of investment property. How much was this? This was 20 million. Remember, these are outflows, so 20,000 should be an outflow there. The 2,000 should also be an outflow. Okay, I think those are the informations. I mean, those are the information relating to the procurement of assets by this company, which constitute investing activities. So, because of time, you can jump over to the second part of the question that talks of cash flows from financing activities. Financing. Okay, and we can bolden this again for ease of notice by the markers. Ease of notice. So issue of shares. This one should actually be the first thing to come to your mind. Issue of shares. How much did we get? How much did we get? You can be, a little bit stylish by, putting them separately as share capital, share premium, and so forth. But that is not going to yield many marks for you, right? So the total was, the total proceed was 52,500. Okay. There was also an aspect of dividend paid, and this one is an outflow, so should be negative. Okay, I think these are the cash flows we need, so we can as well, do some like the net cash used in, because these are all outflows, so the net cash used in investing activities. Net cash used in investing activities. You can sum up, just sum up. Okay, you get your total there. Okay, you can just like do some italics. Then you come here, you do yours, you get whether is it a negative total or a positive. So you get your 49,500. You can call this one net cash net cash flows from financing activities. Okay, and to get that, you can as well do some formatting where you underline. Okay, all right, so I've got an old computer, ladies and gentlemen, so please bear with me. Okay, old computer, better. Okay, so you can as well align which part of the screen you want. Like you might want the dollars to align. Dollar thousands, you can as well put dollar thousands here such that they become uniform. I mean, they are also valued properly. Good. Can do the same. The formatting can be done everywhere, and we can put information on top just like that. Okay, so you can safely see that it was very easy to get all the marks relating to question Mims call, Mims common. All right. Well, this could not, might not be the perfect answer we all expected, but I feel it's perfect for your revision, ladies and gentlemen, and please enhance those skills, right? Uh, okay, guys. Yes, it's been a ride, and I hope you enjoyed the video and you found it. If you found it useful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Okay. Of course, there are some issues which come up. Okay, which come up. The Excel issues. I'm sorry for that, and I hope you guys will comment on the comment section how to easily navigate and assist others as well. All right, but like I said, you're not going to get any marks for writing the proper C. That is not going to be turning into a copyright symbol, something like that. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, please continue to feel excited, and don't also forget to pray. All right. We are publishing the mock 2 debrief. It is not going to be as long as this one, excuse me, because we're only going to do a little bit of uh, just the important aspects of the issues which you guys would have raised. Okay, so thank you so much once again, and have a pleasant weekend or day, depending on where you are. Okay, but today it's a wonderful Saturday for us, and we are looking forward to have you guys passing this wonderful examination in the coming days. Okay, so for those who wanted to have a look at the question for the last time, maybe others are complaining that they are no longer seeing the figures properly. Okay, this was part of the work we did, ladies and gentlemen, and please, you can post the video and take down these notes. You can replay the parts of the video where we originally did these workings. Okay, it's very, very interesting, and encouraging. So encouraging, and something that has to be done on a regular basis, so that you guys master these concepts once and for all. Okay, that one is my number. Okay, I'm the ACCA tutor, and that's my number. It's WhatsApp compliant. You can get in touch with me on WhatsApp. We do everything there. We discuss business and so forth. So, guys, let us start accounting and pass once and for all. Thank you so much, guys. I am signing out. Goodbye.